Hello. Yeah, I'm starting right at 2 o'clock. This is good. I didn't know what time it was. I'm sitting here in my extra bedroom and it kind of echoes. Anyway, let's see if we can get some people here. And then I'll start answering some questions. So let me do some announcements while we're waiting for people to get here. First announcement is the back to school promotion that you've been seeing. It ends on Monday night at midnight. So don't procrastinate. You can get your calendar, you can get your new mop, you can get lots of things while we've got this promotion going on. You save 15%. So go check that out. We're doing laundry this month. I mean, we've all got a lot of laundry, and we're trying to do a load a day and get in the habit of doing a load a day. And while you're at it, teach your children how to do a load a day just to, get their laundry done. You'll be surprised at how fast the piles of laundry go away. So keep this going. I don't do well reading the comments. I'm going to let them slide by. I'll check them later. But if you have a question, we will go through the comment section and we'll print out those questions and then I'll do them next week. So, and if you want to be on live with me and ask a question, you got to hold your phone this way. And when you hold your phone this way, I can call on you. Flolly, remember, some of us work and can't join you side by side. Oh, I understand that. That's okay. If you can't watch the video, I'm gonna post it on our webpage. It'll be up shortly after we get it. We get through with the show. My nose is itching. I must be gonna have company. And then I'll post it on YouTube for those people who aren't on Facebook. So everybody, let's get started. Let's see what I've got right here. I don't look at the questions ahead of time. I just don't do that. I got to have a pen somewhere. There's my pen. Sharpie. Have Sharpie. Will answer questions and sign books. Okay. Oh, this was not a question. Okay. This was from Beth. You remind me so much of Mother Angelica, keeping it real. I didn't know about Mother Angelica until she passed away. And then we went to Huntsville, Alabama to the shrine there on our way to Dallas last year. And it was absolutely beautiful. And I've read 2 books by Mother Angelica and a biography by her about her. And she was an amazing woman. And she was opinionated, and she loved the Lord, and I just thought it was that's a sweet comment. Thank you. I think I'll keep that comment in my happiness file. Okay, next one. Amy Horn wants to know. Oh, one other thing we need to talk about. We need to pray. We need to pray for the people in Spain and the people in Charlottesville, Virginia. There are bad people out there doing bad things, and we have got to pray for everybody because you never know when the next terrorist attack is going to happen where you live. So keep everybody in your prayers. I mean, the other night I went to bed and I prayed half the night. Because, stuff is awful, and we just don't need that in our country, and we don't need it overseas either, because they attacked tourists today in Barcelona. So everybody just pray, and let's be vigilant about this. Okay. Fly Lady Bingo. Amy wants to know, Fly Lady Bingo, please tell me more and where do I find this? Well, this is something we play on our Facebook page, and I play it at home all the time. I make a list of 6 things I want to do. I try to make things fun for me because I get bored. I don't like cleaning house any more than you do. I don't even like the term cleaning house. So for me, I've got to make it fun. So I make a little list of 6 things over and above my morning routine and my afternoon routine and my before bed routine. 6 things that I want to do. And what helps me is I put them. You can make little pieces of paper, or you can number them. I have these little blocks that Robert made me that were kind of like little flat wooden blocks, flat ones, and I put numbers on them 1 through 6. Well, I have 1 through 12 for when I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving. So you just draw a number, you go to the list and do that number, and it's that easy. And you don't spend a lot of time doing it. You just, have fun with it. That's the main thing. We've just got to have fun. And where do I find this, she asked. Well, check on our Facebook page, and Liz does it with everybody on Mondays for Weekly Home Blessing Hour. And sometimes you just ask and y'all can do it privately if you want to do it together. But I just do it for myself. So I'm going to fold this one up and put a check mark on it because we like to make check marks. There we go. Whose question will be next? It is Nicole Stoneman. How do you clean when you have a 14-month-old? I find my days are filled with cooking and trying to get laundry and dishes done. Well, a 14-month-old, they're just getting mobile. And you may need to corral them where you are. So shut some doors to keep them in where you are. And they want to help. They really do. So teach that 14-month-old how to fold washcloths. Get your children involved because all they want to do is please mama, and they don't think of it as work. They think of it as play. So when you can incorporate playing with your babies and getting stuff done, wow. So laundry and dishes is a big deal. If you can get that done and get dressed first thing in the morning, that's the main thing. You got to be dressed and the baby has to be dressed. All the way to shoes. Because that's going to keep you energized. Yes, the shoes tell our heads it's time to do something. And when we've got our shoes on, we don't have any excuse for taking the trash out or taking the trash out to the curb if it's trash day. So get dressed to lace up shoes. Do a simple morning routine. Simple. That's about getting dressed and switching and swiping your bathroom, making your bed, emptying the dishwasher, and then your day is focusing on that precious little baby and taking care of you and the baby. So we like to, set a timer. How do you clean when you have a 14-month-old? Well, you're so used to marathon cleaning that you've made it hard on yourself. I just want you to do 2 minutes. You can focus and the baby can be right there with you. It really does work. Yesterday I got a complaint about me and Liz, and somebody called me anti-Semitic. Well, I don't know how that can be because I love everybody, and I was just taken aback, and this lady probably needs my help more than anybody. She said that Fly Lady wasn't for people that work outside the home. Well, we've already had people posting that they're at work right now, and it's working for them. So what you got to do is, if you work outside the home, you got to get up 15 minutes before the flow of the family, because school's starting. School started a lot of places today. 15 minutes before the flow of the family, you get yourself ready to go to work. You may not want to wear heels in the house, but put on your lace-up shoes. Have your heels standing by the front door so that you can put them on when you leave, or have them in a tote bag so you can take them with you. And if you get up and get dressed first, then it's going to be much easier for you to get some things done around the house. It really will. And your house is going to bless you. Think about what's for dinner the night before and get it out of the freezer ready to go in the crock pot. This will help you more than anything when you get home, and give you more time with the family and helping with homework and all the stuff that has to be done with school starting back. You're going to love routines. Simple little routines. Don't pile on those routines, because our perfectionism wants them to be yay long. Well, they don't have to be. 4, 5 things in the morning to get you dressed and ready to go. And, if you're worried about getting your clothes messed up, as my granny had on church days, she always put one of these dusters over her clothes, a little cotton duster over her clothes that she could wear around the house. Same thing with the kids. You can put an old t-shirt over the kids' clothes, daddy's t-shirts, and then you just peel off their t-shirt when they walk out the door, and you're good to go. It's a way to keep yourself clean and not messed up while you're getting ready in the morning. I hope that answers Nicole's question. I added a little bit to it. So if you have a question, put it in the comments and we will collect them. Let's see. Robin Perry, she says, I took 2 weeks off from work to get my act together and declutter and can't get motivated. House is depressing me. Yes, your house does depress you. People don't realize that our homes for women are a badge of honor or a badge of shame. And we can't help that. We can't help that we take our self-esteem from the way our house looks, because that's just how we're made inside. We want to be homemakers. We want to be, the best mom, the best wife. We don't think about being good to ourselves, though. But if you will, quit beating yourself up over your house being a mess and go shine your sink. That's where it starts. Shine your sink. Because if you shine your sink, you're going to get up tomorrow morning and that sink is going to greet you. Or you're going to get up tomorrow morning to a sink full of dishes because you've got teenagers and they've put their dishes in the sink. Then what you do is you celebrate that they're in the sink and not in their bedrooms. Because there's nothing worse than walking into a teenager's bedroom and finding a moldy glass of Coke, So celebrate what you can. About getting motivated, clutter makes our heads nuts. So you've got to start clearing out a flat surface. Just deal with one flat surface at a time. And you will see a difference in your home. You really will. I'm sorry you can't get motivated, but that's why we have these games and things that we play with ourselves. That's why we set a timer. Timers are amazing. They get us off of our bottoms because we just want to sit in a chair all the time. So let's stop this and let's get up and do something. If you feel yourself unmotivated right now, set your timer for 2 minutes and get up and do something. Go shine your sink. Go put a load of clothes in the wash. Just get up and do something. And the fact that you get up means you're a little energized. And while you're up, you can do other things. But 2 minutes, it doesn't take long to empty a dishwasher. It doesn't take long to put in a load of laundry in the washing machine. You can motivate yourself. Now, if you're depressed and you're feeling really bad, then you need to go to the doctor. Get your vitamin D levels checked. Get your iron levels checked. Those two things together will cause you to just feel horrible. And get them checked and start on a supplement if your doctor recommends it. Do it. You can take care of yourself, because when you get enough sleep at night, you've probably been off for 2 weeks and you've been staying up much later because you don't have to get up in the morning. Get enough sleep. I got 9 hours last night. Now, I got a little headache today, but I quit drinking coffee yesterday. So pray for me, because I like my morning cup of coffee. But what I realized this morning was that I really liked it because Robert brought it to me. So I said, honey, while you're in the kitchen making your coffee, would you please make me a cup of hot water? And he brought me a cup of hot water. And I got the wink, and he blew a kiss at me, and I was happy. So I think I missed the kiss and, the wink as much as I missed the caffeine. So got a little tiny headache, but it's all going to be okay, because 3 more days, it'll be gone. And the reason I'm going off the coffee is because I've had some weird blood pressure readings in the afternoon. And we drink strong coffee. So, Laura Hart says, does your plan work for large houses and households with 6 people? Yes, it does. All you got to do is ask Tammy Fox. She had 8 people in her house at one time, and she's been flying for probably 15 or 16 years. So, yes, it works for big people. Now, you might need to you got an army there, and you might need to do group weekly home blessing hour, or get people doing weekly home blessing on the one level or different parts of the house. I know people with large houses that have 2 stories, sometimes they do a weekly home blessing on the main level on Mondays, and then on Fridays they do the upper levels. So you can divide it up. And you can have fun with it. You really can. But 6 people in the house, you may need to do 2 loads of laundry a day. But hey, 2 loads is better than no loads. So get done what you can. Okie dokie. Elizabeth Sterling says, is it okay to get rid of other family members' clutter if they just leave it out? Well, I don't think you should declutter anybody else's stuff. And here's why. You wouldn't want them to do it to you. You wouldn't. You wouldn't want your husband to come in and get rid of all your little whatnots. I was watching some Property Brothers show yesterday, and this lady collected, and her husband hated it, but this lady collected eggs with legs. It was the silliest thing I've ever seen, but she loved them, but he didn't. He didn't love them. And they got put away somewhere when they were trying to make their house ready to sell. Hey, Emma, love you. Anyway, so don't declutter somebody else's stuff. Give them a place to put their stuff. Now, you might want to put it in a box and put it in their place so they can go through it if they leave it out in the main areas of the home. But you've got to you got to get your home looking good. I don't want you to throw their stuff away. Don't do it. But if you take care of your stuff, it won't be long where your husband's going to say, I don't wear these shirts anymore. Have you got a pile going to Goodwill? And he's going to start decluttering. And it will be nice. And you will be blown away. And that's when I want you to send me a testimonial. Because you're not going to believe it. But it'll happen to you if you take care of your clutter. Because we got clutter everywhere. We think it's a project we're going to get back to, and that just doesn't happen. So if you will take care of your clutter, your family's going to jump in. We have teenagers that have jumped in and got rid of toys in their room that they're way too old to play with, but mama just never got around to helping them with. So don't declutter somebody else's stuff. That's wrong. Okay, check mark. We're getting through these, I'm telling you. Jeannie Beck, David and Jeannie Beck. How do you deal with the feeling I might need this someday? Where do you feel is the best place to donate items? Thank you for your encouragement you continue to share with all of us. Well, you're welcome. Let's see. First question. I might need it one day. I've lived that way a long time, and it's tough. It's really tough. But, if you haven't used it in a year, you don't have a place for it, so it's sitting out, you don't love it. You really don't love it. If it doesn't make you smile when you see it, these are things that you have to ask yourself these questions. And when we say to ourselves, I might need this one day, what we're really saying is we don't trust in our own ability, if we need it, to go get it. Second, we don't trust God to provide for us if we need something desperately. If you will let it go, when you need something, it's going to be there for you. It really will. It's not going to be taking up the space in your home. It's going to show up. And when you declutter, you get repaid tenfold for what you bless others with. It really does happen. I know you don't believe me, but trust in yourself and trust in God and get that stuff out of your house, because that clutter is ruining your relationship with your family first. It's ruining your relationship with you because it's making you feel bad. And it's ruining your relationship with people outside of your home that might come and visit. So let it go, let it go, let it go. Bless someone else with your abundance, and you will be blessed in turn. Not with more stuff, but blessings. Okay. I have a secret. I started working on a new book yesterday. Yes, I did. And I'm looking for funny chapter titles. Y'all all know what we talk about. So if you're a funny person and you have a good idea for a chapter, then post it in here. We are taking requests for chapter titles. It's going to be fun. Okay, here we go. Elsie Lively says, no cell phone. Help deciding. Oh, I missed part of that question before. Where's the best place to donate? The best place to donate is the place that's open all the time, that you can just drop a box off. As soon as you gather up a box, take it to the car, and the next time you're out, drop it off. Goodwill has trailers sitting in parking lots everywhere. I was fond of the Humane Society because I like the kitties and the puppies. But Habitat for Humanity will take furniture and that sort of thing. So they don't take clothes, but Goodwill takes clothes. Safe's Attic is a local one here. It's an abused women's shelter. So yes, get rid of this stuff. Now, Elsie is saying no cell phone. Help deciding. I have 3 boxes. I have a basket that I need to go through while watching TV, and I am avoiding it because most times I can't decide. Well, I don't know what's in your basket, but if you pick something up and you say, if you pick it up and you like it, first off, if you don't like it, put it in the giveaway box. Don't look at it again. If you like it and you have a place for it, go put it away. Don't be piling up again. Just go put it away. If it's one box and you're doing it during the commercials, just deal with it and pick up one thing and go put it away. Pick up one thing, go put it away. But you got to love it and you got to have a place for it. If you get to the place you're going to put it and there's no room, then declutter something that's in that place. It's that simple. Get it out of the house. And you're going to make room for the stuff you really love. Decision making, we're not good at making decisions on stuff we think we might need later because we feel bad. It makes us feel bad because we know what we paid for that item, even if it was $1 at a yard sale. We know. So let it go, bless someone else, and those blessings are going to come back to you. You can do it. I did it. I had a whole house full of clutter. Clutter was everywhere. I was taking loads off twice a day. Spend 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes. That's the key to getting the clutter out of your house, is to be consistent every day. Running through your house doing a 27 fling boogie. Running through your house gathering up 5 items. I don't care how many you get. Just grab something that you don't love, don't use, and get it out of the house. You can do it. Okay. Here we go. I still have a bunch, and we're only 28 minutes into this Facebook Live. Michelle Eddington says, I have so much clutter, and it all belongs to my husband. Okay, now we're whining. Don't whine about your husband. How do I let him see what we that we need to stop his hoarding? My son is starting to hoard as well, and I'm so overwhelmed. Well, you got to get rid of your stuff too. And have you sat down and talked to him about his collection? Does he have a place to put stuff? Is it in the garage? Ask him to corral it somewhere away from being inside the house, because you want to have a home that blesses you and in turn blesses the family. Talk to him about it. Don't sneak around and get rid of his stuff, because he's just going to go buy more. He's just going to go gather more. I mean, I had a rule when I was decluttering. I couldn't go into the Humane Society at all to buy anything else, because I was getting rid of stuff. And as you the more stuff you get rid of, the more particular you get about what you're buying. So find out what the rhyme or reason is for him keeping things. Maybe some parent decluttered his stuff when he was a kid. And he felt abused by that. He, not so much abused, but hurt. He lost his things. I know I held on to things because I left my first husband with 3 items: a car, a goose down comforter, and a stereo, a little stereo. See? And I started over. We don't need much to start over. But talk to your husband about it. It all doesn't belong to him, I promise. A lot of it's yours too. So you look at what's yours and start corralling his, and give him a place to put things. Whether it's the garage, a shed, or whatever, give him a place for his stuff. It's important. It's his house too. Okay. We're doing well. Here we go. One more. My hands are so dry. Kate. No, I'm not gonna answer that one. This is the person that called me an anti-Semite. I'm not gonna answer that one. Not right now. I might answer it later. Not gonna answer it today. I have to think about that one. I have to pray about that one. I have to pray about her. So, how do I work my finished basement into my weekly routines? This is from Sharon. There is a kitchen, a play area, a bathroom, an office, and 2 family spaces. Wow, that's a nice basement. My basement is unfinished. It has a shop, storage shelves, and Robert's office, and I don't touch his in our laundry room. Here's what I would do. Every day, be sure and drink enough water. Go down to that bathroom down there and swish and swipe that bathroom 1 time a day. Then do one, get the family down there and pick up toys and do whatever needs to be done. You can have 1 room a day. So you've got a kitchen area, a play area, a bathroom, an office, and 2 family spaces. So you've got 5 days in Monday through Friday, and you can pick one of those each day to go spend 5 minutes down there or 10 minutes. It's just that easy. When you go down to pee once a day, then do something else while you're down. Sometimes I do that when I take a load of laundry. I'll go straighten some shelves or get rid of something on the shelves after I put the load of laundry in and I've rebooted and put things in the dryer. You can have some fun with it. But you gotta have the urge to go down there. So you might have to put the Post-it note on your bathroom mirror. Put the Post-it note on your bathroom mirror to go do something in the basement. Once a day. 1 little thing a day. 2 minutes. That's all it takes to keep that room looking good. Now, if it's cluttered, you're going to have to, it's going to feel harder on you to get rid of clutter. But you can still do it. Just go down there, swish and swipe the bathroom, and then spend 2 minutes getting rid of clutter. Okay. Next question. This lady says, her name is Sharon. I am an admitted slob. Don't like that term. Never have liked that term, even when Pam and Peggy call themselves the Slob Sisters. I don't like it. Don't call yourself names. Don't do it. It's not good. I'm trying to get it under control. We did a full spring cleaning, scrubbed everything, threw things away. Do you have a suggested schedule to keep things orderly? Well, yes, I do. It's called Fly Lady. if you don't have a control journal, start building one. The directions are on our website. You can buy one from us. We have lots of control journals for every situation, from finances to holidays. And office, if you work outside the home, we have an office control journal. If you work at home, we have an office control journal. If you homeschool, we got a control journal for that. Our system is really quite simple. You have a morning, afternoon, and before bed routine. Those routines maintain your home. You have a basic weekly plan. Something to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's a basic weekly plan. And then we have our zones. So each day we send out a zone mission that keeps you in your zone, that keeps you doing little things in your zone. It's kind of like you never have to spring clean again. In fact, that was one of the chapters in my first book. You never have to spring clean again. Because we do a little every day. One little thing, 5 minutes worth every day, that keeps our homes keeps them from looking so bad. One day a week, we do a weekly home blessing. If you're like me, I like to spread my blessing out over 7 days. So I have a little thing you can download in the control journal section of our website. Is a sheet of the 7 things you have to do and what day you do it on. It works for me. Your trash day may not be my trash day, but you got a trash day. So that's how it works. Your home practically maintains itself. You're on automatic pilot with your routines. And when you do your routines, everything just kind of falls into place. You get up, you get dressed to lace up shoes, you swish and swipe the bathroom, you make your bed, you empty the dishwasher, you eat something for breakfast, you do a morning little meditation, and bam, your morning's off to a great start. You need to declutter 15 minutes a day. That's all I ask to go along with this. So you're decluttering 15 minutes. You're doing a morning routine, an afternoon routine, and a before bed routine, which is probably a total of 30 minutes tops on all of them together. And then 15 minutes decluttering and one detailed cleaning mission, which is 5 minutes, which is your zone mission. And then if you break down weekly home blessing hour at 10 minutes on that, you got an hour that you're going to break down into just a few minutes at a time all during the day. That's going to keep your home looking great. You're going to be on autopilot. Your home's going to practically clean itself. I know you don't believe that, but it happens. It really does. And you just got to remember, pick up after yourself. If you get it out, put it away. Okie dokie. Martha says, I'm getting older and it's hard for me to do the bottom of the tub. I've tried doing the rag on the bottom and pushing it with my feet, but it's not getting it clean. Any suggestions? Yes, I do have a suggestion. Take your rubber sweeper. It has a long handle, and you use your rubber sweeper in your tub to scrub your tub. You don't have to bend over. You don't have to worry about falling. You could just have a worn out tub. You could try to do Shiny Sink 101 in your tub. Put this, it's according to if you have a septic tank or not, but it may just need a little bleach water. Just that simple. But use your rubber sweeper in your tub because the handle reaches and you don't have to bend over. Okay. That was a quick one. I'm real cognizant when I'm standing in my tub. I like to make sure my feet are firmly placed on the bottom of the tub, and I have a bar that I grab, and I don't move both my feet at the same time. I put one foot out of the tub, and then I transfer my weight, and I learned all this from fly fishing, and then I get out of the tub. I'm not going to fall in the tub. Okay. Annette says, let's see. I'm an empty nester. I don't want to purge my child's things, but I don't want to purge my child's things, but I also don't want to burden them. I have 20 years of stuff to go through. What should I keep? Well, your kids' stuff, the stuff that's in their rooms, you've got to decide. You got to give the room a purpose. They've been out of the house. They've moved out. So let's turn that room into a little sitting area if you want to, or a sewing room, or a craft room, but maybe a nice guest room. But you got to come up with a purpose, and that's going to help motivate you to get rid of things. Now, I know they're your children's things, so box them up. Put them in a box, pack them all up, and call them and say, I've got these 3 or 4 boxes of your things. What do you want me to do with them? Do you want to come by and pick them up? Or do you want me to just donate them? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, I don't want it. Let it go. It was more your stuff than it was mine. That's what Tammy's daughter did. So box it up. Get it out of the room so you can turn that room into something beautiful for you. I mean, it's your square footage. It's your house. You can do whatever you want to with the room. I took what was an extra bedroom, which was an eyesore for me. It was like a thorn in my side. Every time I turned around, the bed was cluttered and the room looked awful. So I took that premise and turned it into my little studio. And I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Okay. But you ask them if they want the stuff before you get rid of it. Don't be afraid to ask them. If they want it, you can save it for them in the closet, because you're going to get rid of the stuff that's in the closet too. Okay, let's see. I'm getting low. I got 2 left. Okay. This is from Lee Dalton. She has kids 14, 10, 2, 5, and 3 months old. How do I keep on top of it all? Well, if you got a 3-month-old, you're probably getting up in the middle of the night. I want you to sleep as much as you can. That means you got to go to bed with the chickens. You got to go to bed when the kids go to bed. Not stay up to the wee hours of the morning and then try to drag yourself out of bed after hitting the snooze alarm 15 times. That doesn't work. You're not getting good sleep anyway. So you've got to get your rest. You've got to get your rest. And you have to do that by being firm with yourself about establishing a bedtime. That's what we don't do. We don't take care of ourselves by getting enough sleep. And when we don't get our naps out, woo, you become irritable. You got to stop doing this to yourself. School's starting back. The kids need to have a good breakfast in the morning to start their day. You need to start your day with enough sleep. I mean, I got 100% of my sleep last night. We went to bed before midnight, which is crazy for me. And I got up at 9 in the morning. I went to bed before midnight. Robert thought the pod people had invaded. But I'm not having the caffeine. So I think that could have helped. And I've got a little dull headache happening. So, you know, I need to take care of myself. So I said, turn it off. Let's go to bed. And we did. Yay! We turned it off and went to bed. He was so happy he didn't have to hunker on the couch. So take care of yourself. Those children, you got to get up in the middle of the night with 3 months old. I'm pretty sure you have to. And you're still worn out from giving birth. So your it's going to take 6 to 8 months for your body to get back to normal. So you've got to work gingerly with yourself. Take care of you. Okay. Sarah Armour asked, what's the best method to clean hardwood floors? We bought a new house and the bottom floor is all wood. Well, that is such a blessing. It's such a blessing. I love my hardwood floors. They need refinishing right now because we've got some worn out spots, but they are beautiful and they shine, and you don't want to put a lot of water on them is the issue. What I do is I just fill up my kitchen sink, and people get grossed out by this, but I don't care. You can use a bucket if you want to, but I like to use my sprayer to rinse off our chenille mop cloth. And so I'll get it wet and I put it on our little clamp down thing, and then I just go at the floors. And I do them like you're mowing like you're mowing a yard, up and back and up and back. And then I may go side to side. It's just, you got to get some water down, and I just use plain water. I don't even use soap on my floors because I don't want that film on the floors. So I just use plain water, and if there's a bad spot, I'll spray a little Windex on it. And then I don't even sweep the floors before I start. And I've done a video about it, and it's on our YouTube. It's on our YouTube page. It's also on this page. But these little fingers collect all the dog hair, and we got lots of dog hair and cat hair, and it does a great job. A great job. This is our extra large one. Our regular head is 4 inches shorter, maybe close to 5, but anyway, it's shorter. It comes with a flat microfiber cloth, but you can buy a different microfiber cloth with the chenille head to go with it. And then this one comes with the chenille head, and then you can purchase the extra cloth. So this keeps my floors looking great all the time. You should give it a try. I love it. I really do. So let's see. The problem I have right now is my car. I feel like we are in the car, and the more than being at home. How do I keep it organized? Well, when we travel, I feel the same way. And so I have a bag that I keep in the house that I can take to the car when I'm going to be traveling. And it has necessary things in it, like vitamins if I forgot to take them, and all kinds of stuff like that. You know what you need for you. Now, you don't want a lot of excess stuff around in the car, because if you have an accident, that stuff becomes objects that are thrown around in your car, and they can hurt people. So you need to keep things corralled and locked down. So if it's in the trunk or wherever you need it, then it will help you to keep your car organized. Now, the secret to keeping your car clean is every time you get out of the car, everybody in the car grabs trash. And you need a trash can pretty close to where you get out of the car. So all the trash goes in the trash can. And that's going to help you keep that trash out of your car and falling out on the street and blowing down the road. And you trying to run after it, and bad things can happen. So keep trash bags in the car. You need a trash can in the car. I just use grocery sacks and stick them in the glove box. You can hand them out to everybody to gather up all their trash. The reasons our cars get messy, and the other day we almost had a disaster happen. We stopped by the little man that sells peaches by the side of the road, and we got a bag of peaches, and I put them at my feet. Well, in Robert's car, there's this little place that stuff rolls to underneath my seat. And I got out of the car, and the peach bag did not seem quite as heavy as it had when he handed it to me. Come to find out, 4 peaches had fallen out of the bag into this little cubby underneath the seat. And I said, honey, will you check underneath my seat to see if we lost any peaches in the process? And sure enough, he found them. But in 2 or 3 weeks, they would have been awful. But I was getting out of the car, trying to get everything out of his car as I get out of his car. And I was cognizant of this bag seemed lighter. And he took care of it because my arms were full. Now, you have to just take it slow and easy getting out of the car. Don't get in a hurry to get in the house. Gather up what you need to gather up. For me, I like to put things back where they belong when I'm in the car and getting out of the car. I like to put my keys on my purse so I know exactly where that. Robert says it takes you forever to get out of the car. And I said, yep, because I don't want to lose my keys and I don't want trash in the car. Now, he's thankful for that because he never knows when he's in my car, he thinks there's something going to inch out from under the seat like it has in the past. But that doesn't happen anymore because I stay on top of it. Now, when you take things in the house, put things away as you come in the house. If you need to make a second trip to the car, then great, you're going to get your steps in. But take it slow and easy, coming in and getting out of the car. Don't get in a hurry. Get the family to help you. Gather up the trash in a trash bag and put it in the trash container. And you're going to love it. You're going to love the way your car is. You're not going to be ashamed to let somebody in your car. Friday is our day to clean out the car. It's our day to fill up with gas and get everything going, ready, be ready for an emergency. I like to fill up when I hit about a half a tank. That way I've always got gas in the car. So, I've got some more announcements. Let's see. I did that one. And I will be praying for Kate. She hurt my feelings, but I got to deal with that, and I know how. Y'all been getting the essay on how to pray for an enemy. Evidently, she doesn't think we work for people who work outside the home, and I got to pray about that. And I'm human. So, this Monday is a big day around here. People have said we could have as many as 200,000 visitors to our county because the path of totality is coming right over my house and our office. and with the solar eclipse. So we are so excited. I got my grocery list going. I'm going to be cooking up a storm for everybody. We're going to have some fun and watch the solar eclipse. If you live within 2 hours drive time of the solar eclipse, go see it. It's going to be eclipsing other places. I don't plan on looking at it except when it's in totality, which we get about a minute's worth, and we're excited about that. So if you're going to look at the sun, make sure your glasses, you can't see through them at all. I mean, you cannot be able to see through them. And there were some sold on Amazon that are not great. So if you can't see through them at all, they'll be okay. But if you can see through them, don't look at the sun with them. So that's Monday, and Monday night at midnight Eastern Daylight Time is when our coupon code expires. That coupon code is B2, the number 2, School 15. Back to School 15, but it's just a B. So check out our mops, our different things we got going, our different packages, and let's have some fun this weekend. Let's enjoy our families, because Saturday, I don't want you cleaning all day. That's what we had to do as children. We had marathon cleaning on a Saturday, and we couldn't go anywhere until the house was spotless. I mean spotless. And we couldn't go out with our friends. It was awful. I don't want you cleaning all day Saturday. I want you to do a little bit all week long. And then that way, Saturday, you get up, you do your morning routine, you get dressed to lace up shoes, you swish and swipe your bathroom, and you're good to go. I mean, you can pack a lunch and go somewhere fun. Be ready for a lot of traffic, folks, because we're getting ready for a lot of traffic. We're going to get to the office bright and early on Monday. So y'all have some fun this weekend. Plan something wonderful to do. And thanks, Patrice. That's sweet. I've been called a lot of things, and I let things roll off me pretty much, but I have never been called anti-Semitic. And that one kind of shocked me, because I used to write a newspaper column for a newspaper or a magazine in Israel. So that kind of shocked me. And I'll be doing a lot of praying about it, and maybe next week I'll answer her question. See y'all next week. We're going to have some fun this weekend. You can do it too. Love y'all. See you later.